Hey guys, welcome back to another Jesus and K podcast, and today we're going to talk about servanthood. I hope your guys' week has been amazing. My week was pretty tiring, to be honest with you guys. I'm so sorry this podcast is late. I literally told you guys in the last podcast I'm gonna try to post every Thursday, and again I posted the day after. I'm sorry. I've been really busy this week because it's my last month of school. Not even last month, like last now 3 weeks, 2 weeks of school. So I just been like super busy and just like plus I had my AP, literally took my AP exam today. That was very dreading, guys. Anyways, but yeah, I'm super sorry. I think I'm a little more caught up in my work for this week. I just have like a couple more assignments to do and then just like something I have to do for church. So, but besides that, I'm pretty caught up. But anyways, I hope you guys had an amazing week. I hope you guys had a less stressful week than me and stuff. But yeah, let's just get into this video. So, servanthood. What is servanthood? I want to talk about. Servanthood is basically when you just desire to help someone. It's when you put yourself out there to help someone. It's something that comes from the heart. It's something that pulls you to another person. It's to provide assistance for someone. In the Bible, while Jesus spent his time on earth, he spent his time serving. And it actually says that in Mark 10:45, which I want to read to you guys. It says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." So, from that, clearly serving is a way that can help us live like Jesus. It's a way that helps us know how to follow the example of Jesus. And one thing that we have to remember when it comes to serving is that it's not something that just like that you just do when you feel like it. You're not just gonna see someone and just be like, okay, like I guess I have time to help them. You know what I mean? Like it's like I said, it's something that comes from your heart. So when you see someone in need, it's something you just do, even if you feel like you don't have time. It's just you help in any way possibly that you can, is what I'm trying to say. Like, let me give you guys an example. If you guys see like a homeless man now. Like you might not have money to go buy him food or something, but you can at least like check up on him and be like, hey, or like smile at him, wave at him. You know what I mean? Like let him know that you see him and that you know what I mean. Like you're not afraid to say hi because I know some people that are like don't get near them, and to me I'm just like why? Like that's a child of God. That's a human being. You know what I mean? That is God's creation. Like what do you mean don't go near them? You know what I mean? So that's just me though. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But so some people think that serving basically means to like put your hand down for someone and like pull them up like that, like to help them like that. When it's not like that at all. It's like to put yourself underneath someone and to like put them on your shoulders and like lift them up, help them up that way. When I'm trying to say that, it's what I'm trying to say through that analogy is that it's like putting others before yourself. Putting others before ourselves is what I'm trying to say. And actually, I really want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you guys my own experience of this. I, it, some servanthood is basically something I've been really working on for a while now. So I just want to tell you guys that as you learn to be a servant, it's gonna take some time. Cause I know I'm still not the best at it, and sometimes you're still gonna get selfish desires. Sometimes you're gonna be like, oh, I just don't want to help that person. I just like I see them, but I just like, or sometimes maybe you're just too scared to go help them. You know what I mean? But yeah, it could take some time because I know I'm not the best at it still. Because before I grew my relationship with God and stuff, I was really selfish in some ways. I'm not gonna lie. Like before God and before anything, I was really selfish in some ways. So now that now that I'm learning how to be more like a servant, I'm really trying to push myself and put myself out there to like help people more, to just do more things for others, just to assist others and so on like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just really trying to put myself out there, and just like when I see someone in need, I help them. Or when I see someone, like, I'm really trying to work on smiling at them, because one thing about me is that I get like shy like really quickly, like, so like if I see someone and I want to compliment them, I won't. Like I'll just stare at them, because like I just like, wow, like say there's someone so pretty walking by me, and I'm just like I really want to compliment them, but I can't. And servanthood can actually be complimenting others too, because what if someone needs to hear that? What if someone needs to hear a compliment from someone? You can give that to them. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know. Just that was like a really like simple example. But anyways, um, yeah. So now that like I'm trying to be more like a servant, I really had to push myself to be more out there and stuff. And it does get difficult at some times, but what I do is like pray and ask for help and reassurance and things. I'm just like, okay, actually one thing I've low-key been doing is like telling God, like, help me be more like you. Basically also saying, help me be more of a servant. Because when as I get into school, I'm always like, help me represent you, help me show your love through me. I always try to ask him that, and try to remember to ask him that, because I want to represent Jesus' love to people, because it's beautiful. So it's like, in the same way, I'm kind of asking him, like, help me serve how you serve. So yeah, but um what I'm trying to say is that as you begin to grow closer to God, serving is just something that's going to come naturally to you. It's just something that's going to like, you're just going to desire to do that as you begin to serve more and just try to get closer to God more. Serving is something it's just going to happen. It's just going to come from your heart, because God's going to change your heart as you go closer and closer to him. That's just how he is. But um the cool thing about it is that Jesus actually gave us an example of how to serve, and it's in John 13:14-15. And I want to read it to you guys. It says, now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. That's when that I can't speak, sorry. Him washing his feet, his disciples, is literally him serving, because Jesus is above us. You gotta realize Jesus was above us, but he saw us equally to him, and he served his own disciples by washing their feet as a last act of love to them, in a way, before he was crucified. Through that, Jesus literally demonstrated selflessness and humility. He literally showed how deep his love is to his disciples and to us. That he literally showed how that serving people shows love, and how deep love is shown through serving. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. I don't know if that made sense. I don't think that really made sense in my head, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, so he literally demonstrated selflessness and humility, and in order to serve people, to be more like, to serve like Jesus, I should say, in order to serve like Jesus, we have to see people equally to us, humbly. Because say, if you see people better than you or less than you, then you're just not going to want to serve them, probably. Because look at, if you see someone better than you, then you're probably going to think, oh wait, they don't need my help, because like, they're fine, they look fine, you know what I mean? Like, they look like they have a good life, and they're always having with their friends, this that X, Y, and Z. But what if they're not inside? What if their spirit's low? And what if they just need a servant to go and talk to them about maybe just Jesus, or just maybe just give them a compliment, like I said, or just anything, open the door for them. Maybe simply opening the door for someone can make someone's day. Let me tell you guys that. Simply opening the door to someone can make someone think, wow, they noticed me and they opened the door for me. Simple things like that, serving people simply like that, can impact someone. And such a beautiful thing, to be honest, now that I think about it. But like I was saying, like I was saying, um, I also you have to see people humbly and equally. And I actually want to go over 4 Bible verses that can help you guys with that. Just like, I want to read it to you guys so that you guys can write it in your notes if you guys note take, or like pause this video, go to your notes app, write it down, then pause it, and then you just go back over. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. But first one is Philippians 2:5-7. It says, "In your relationship with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness." Second one, second one is Romans 3:23. "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." I wanted to share that one because we had to remember that we all sin on accident. We all fall short. And it's God's grace that helps you. It's God's grace that humbles us and says, okay, it's because of him that I'm saved, not because of my works. That's what humbles us. So that's why I wanted to put Romans 3:23 too. But anyways, third one is James 4:10. It says, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up." That's basically saying to seek God's help in your journey. And whenever you need help to be more of a servant, pray. Like I told you guys that I do in the beginning of school. I ask God and pray to him, like, okay, like, help me be more like you. Help me show my love towards others, like, more like you. And that's basically just saying, like, in a way, that's also kind of saying, like, help me be more of a servant to others, because that's how Jesus showed his love too, by being a servant to people. But fourth one, last one but not least, Proverbs 12:15. It says, "The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise like listen to advice." Let others help you grow in the things you make mistakes in the things you need help in. Because if you let others help you grow, you can see how they serve people, and through that you can like kind of get another example through others and be like, wow, like that impacted that person, and that act of service impacted that person. So like maybe I can do that for others too. You know what I mean? So yeah, that those are the four things that I feel like could help, Bible verses that I feel like can help you guys. But I want to tell you guys something really, really cool before I end this podcast, actually. I know it was super short. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I've been really, really busy, like, this whole month, actually. But I'll try to make it longer and stuff. The podcast longer and stuff. I'm so, so sorry. But I do want to tell you guys something really, really cool before I end this podcast. The cool thing about all of this, about living like Jesus, about serving people, is that people will notice it. As you begin to grow your relationship with God, I mean, as you begin to I'm gonna take a deep breath before I speak for real, because I can't speak today. As you begin to grow your relationship with God, there you go. As you begin to grow your relationship with God, then he'll begin to change your heart, and you'll begin to serve more. You'll begin to be more gentle, kind, whatever, so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to say is that people will begin to notice that, and people start questioning, like, what's the change in you? Like, what happened? Like, hello, you're a different person. They'll begin to notice it. They'll begin to see that glow, that Jesus glow in you. They'll begin to see Jesus in you. And the cool thing about that, the cool and beautiful thing about that, is that you can literally tell them it was all God. It was all God. And then, or listen, or you can tell them it's God's love pouring out from me. You guys cannot tell me that is not cool. That is not cool or like beautiful. For me, it is. But I just think it's really pretty and it's beautiful that I can say that to people, and that you guys get the opportunity to say that to people as Jesus works through you and stuff. That you just give him all the glory for the things he's changed in your life, because it really, really was on just him. It was him. It was his doing. It was his beautiful works and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I want to share with you guys about servanthood, and I hope that helped a good amount. I'm sorry, I've been really stressed this week, but I love you guys so much. But Jesus loves you way more. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Can you guys tell my brain's like a little messed up? I had a 3 hour test today. 3 hour test. And I only got 10-minute break between it. Between the 3 hours. To like eat some snacks. It was a long day. That's my conclusion. It was a long week. But anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful morning, day, or night, or evening. It's evening for me, as you guys can tell. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Jesus loves you more, and don't forget it.